What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, along with my lovely, beautiful co-host, Miss Jess. How you doing, love? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, she's glitching. This is a clone. Cause you put the real damn Jess on. My God.
Sorry.
Okay, so with that being said,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Unbias making the news, brother. Unbias. This is your life, player. I know you hate it. I know you're ashamed of it. You supposed to be, okay? You supposed to be. 50-year-old man facing 6 felony charges of rape. He talking about he got good lawyers. How the hell you got good lawyers? The only thing your lawyers are good for doing was prolonging your time. Other than that, they ain't did a good job of getting these damn charges dropped, okay? Because you have not got none of them dropped. You still got the same 6 felony rapes you was charged with from the moment they arrested you, okay? So they ain't going nowhere. And according to you, your lawyer was supposed to got the charges dropped in February. Here it is, September. The charges still ain't dropped. And you right on way to trial. But what the hell? Matter of fact, your lawyers actually told on you because you said you wasn't having sex with none of the girls, and your lawyer said you did. So it sounds like doing a damn good job to me. However, according to Unbias, Jeff, let me play you what this man said, man. You have to hear what this man said. Let's listen to what he said.
Talking about, yo, nigga, ADEP said they found blood in your truck.
See, I hate that type of stuff right there for right now. That one right there for right now, Jeff. Just on that one. See, I hate that one right there, sis. Like, I don't like that. He said, ADEP said they found blood. Like, no, ADEP ain't say nothing. Your paperwork showed that they found blood in your truck. Okay? Stop trying to make this out of Battle Truth said, ADEP said, Dear Me Detroit said. No. Your paperwork says you did all these things based upon the witnesses, victims that you victimized and assaulted, okay? In the evidence. So we're not going to play these games. Stop always trying to throw off of what you really did, what's really going on, and try to tie us into it as though we the ones creating this and start painting narrative that's not there, when in reality, we're going to show the paperwork. So hold on. That ain't it though, sis. Hold on. I want you to hear the right. So I hate little stupid stuff like that he tried to say. ADEP said they found blood in your truck.
Your truck. Blood in your truck. Nigga, ADEP said they found blood in your truck. Bro, there was never no blood in my truck. I just be like, this shit they be saying, it be comical to me. Like, I literally was laughing with my mom about that shit today. I was like, Mom, look at this blog these niggas wrote. These niggas said I was murdering people. These niggas said, what they say? What do you say? Child pornography. What they did through the kitchen sink at me, man.
Okay, so according to him, we said that he was murdering people. Well, whether you won't accept it or not, you are a murderer. You took women against their will. You took something from them they could never get back. You murdered their future. You murdered future relationship with them and other men. You murdered how they view life. You took from their spirit. You definitely murdered. You don't have to physically murder somebody to murder them in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
What part of that don't he get, Jeff? Thinking that he raped these women, he didn't take nothing from them, that's not considered murder. That's another reason why I love having you on the platform, to give a woman perspective on this situation, man, and not just men who can be so insensitive and ignorant of the woman. When you hear him say stuff like that and laughing at that stuff, knowing what he know to be true, like, you get what I'm saying? So like you know this case, you know what's going on. You didn't see the paperwork and you didn't follow this whole story. When you see him laughing and just comfortably and chilling, like, as a woman, yeah, please elaborate, sis. Please, that'd be crazy.
Elaborate. I was gonna say I agree with you. You definitely do. You don't physically die, but on the inside, you do die. After that kind of trauma, so you're never the same again. You don't get to be. You don't get your old life back. You just have to live and learn how to make a new life, or just cope with the trauma, heal from it. But you're never the same, and you never look at yourself the same. So I don't see how he don't see that. And again, this is not third-hand information. This is from the source. The courts are saying this about you, not ADAP. And this person doesn't have no remorse. It's giving this guy just literally a psychopath at this point. If he has no remorse and think he can just joke and laugh. No, you probably called your mom crying. Like, dang, they found out about me. Like, your mom's not laughing at these allegations.
Because she definitely know about it. I don't think he's just saying that to try to make it seem as though he got this loving relationship with his mama, but we already proved that was a lie. So he's just saying that just to try to play on the community to sympathize with him. But I doubt if his mama and them actually, he letting his mama and them hear what we saying about him, showing her blog, showing his lawyer blog. His lawyers ain't watching this stuff, man. His mama and them he ain't showing his mama the stuff we saying about him, because he can barely take the damn stuff. So I know he ain't showing his mama, who really know what he did. Because again, I refuse to believe just this man waited till he was 50 years old to start raping women. Okay, I refuse to believe that. And before he get the courage and confidence to go out in the world and act upon what he was secretly doing at home behind the scene, you don't just get that courage to start doing that when 9 times out of 10, what history shows is you start out doing this to your loved ones. So I don't believe that trash at all. So he said we made this stuff up. So I'm going to prove to y'all things. So his name was ran through the computers. His name was ran through the computers, and when his name was ran through the computer, this is what Queen Flip had came up upon when him and Queen Flip was getting into it, like somewhere back in 2016 or 2015 or something. This one, him and Queen Flip, this what Queen Flip came across from him. It says this: Christopher B. Gunsby was arrested in Florida in 1994 for allegedly having unlawful sexual conduct with a minor child. According to court records, Gunsby was charged with 2 felonies related to the incident, including lewd and lascivious battery and lewd and lascivious molestation. He was also charged with a misdemeanor for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Gunsby was eventually found guilty of the misdemeanor, but the felony charges were dropped due to the lack of evidence. But we made this up. Hold on, watch this. That's one. Watch this one. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, where you try to make it seem as though we creating these things and we saying it. Let's go into up-to-date court records of what was said. Here's up-to-date court records. You tell me what's the coincidence in these situations. Look what it says right here. It said the ping cell phone was located in a shoe on the closet shelf of bedroom 2, located by dialing the number he put on Craigslist as this Uber driver by which he was using as his rape operation to rape these women. It said the phone was on silent but vibrated. The original search warrant was amended and obtained by Detective Lewis. 3 JVC camcorders and the hard drive to a computer was removed for extraction based on numerous objects and items with an S. Numerous objects and items indicating possible child pornography. That go another one. 2 different situations, 2 different times. They confiscated numerous objects and items that was indicating that this man was involved in some type of child pornography. Now you got to keep in mind who's called to these crime scenes. Guess who called to the crime scenes? Depending on what the crime is. When you call a 911 and you saying what the crime is, the 911 dispatch that's taking your call, what's happening is they're sending out the unit that specializes in the crime by which you are reporting. So if you're calling on a charge of rape, they're sending out a rape unit, not a burglary unit, not an arsonist unit. They're sending out a rape unit. People who specialize in rape to know what to look for in all details. So when this rape unit came out for these women being raped and they raided his house, they knew exactly what to look for. They know the signs. They know the things they specialize in to know that this man was dealing in some type of child pornography based upon the items, the numerous items, objects they had confiscated. Going right back to what we just read, him being charged with a minor, but the charge was dropped based upon the lack of evidence, but he pleaded guilty to the misdemeanor. So we ain't making up nothing. This is what the documentation and paperwork is showing. And we ain't finna, look, and we're going to take all this into consideration, knowing that you are now being charged with raping 3 women. You got 6 felony rapes on you. So don't try to make it seem like you some stand-up, honorable guy of integrity and morality and have respect for women and children and life. Like, get up out of here. Who you talking to? Yeah. Anything you want to say on that, sis?
Good.
I can't hear you. You went
I'm
in
fine. I'm fine.
Okay, so let me show y'all something else. I show about this clown. See, I'm glad we got all the documentations and paperwork because we ain't got to talk. We're going to let the paperwork speak, player. You're laughing about ain't no blood found in your truck. Okay, well, there wasn't no blood found in your truck. What is this? There go the blood. See, we ain't got to argue with you. You can't argue with the paperwork. You can't argue with the paperwork. And we putting the paperwork in the link so everybody can see it. Click on the link, y'all. Look into this yourselves. Look into this yourself. This your truck. This your truck, brother. This is your truck. I bet you can't show this truck right now. Why? Because it has been impounded, used for evidence. You can't even get it back. You can't even get it back. This truck was taken from you, from your property, used in a rape. This was a rape operation mobile. You riding in a real damn 18 assault vehicle. You got a real damn Night Rider assault vehicle. I told you this truck was ran off blood. They thought I was joking.
Crazy.
He's sitting up here laughing. So twisted and sadistic. He's sitting up here laughing. Ain't no blood found in my car. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all something else about this creep. Watch this. Let's read what it says about this creep. Look what it says. Watch this. The emergency which exists is as follows. The person with this phone number, this was his unbiased phone number, the rape operation. The person with this phone number is a suspect in 2 serial rapes this past Friday and Saturday. So he raped 2 women back to back, one on Friday, one on Saturday. The analysis predicts that he will rape again tonight. If he raped a woman on Friday, he raped a woman on Saturday, he on the roll. He on the roll. The analysis predicts he will rape again tonight. Suspect is using Craigslist to lure in his victims. The number called from the target reveals that the victims were in communication with suspect hours prior to the assault. He talking about we making this up. He trying to make this thing like we creating this. No. Listen, from here on, we got enough paperwork now, unbiased. From here on out, we're going to let the paperwork call you a liar. We're going to let the paperwork expose you, like we've been doing. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that.
Apparently, he's trying to.
Yeah, that's why he feels some type of way, because he can't get around it. The paperwork says that you were involved with minors. The paperwork said that you were under investigation and being looked into for child pornography based upon all the objects and items they found in your house, that the rape unit, the specialized rape unit, more than one person, a group of them was in there, was all in agreement that these are the things you were doing. Dressing up in damn Elmo outfits with all type of bondage material, dressing up like Dora the damn Explorer, dressing up like the Tiger Dragon. Like, get the hell out of here. And you sitting up here so obsessed with battle rap. This nigga was raping women under Tay-Rock name. Yeah. Did you know that, Jess? He was raping women under Tay-Rock name. Oh, I got to do a blog on that. Telling the women his name was Dra, short for Dracula. Yeah, Dracula, huh? Yeah. He took Tay-Rock whole thing, because that's who Tay-Rock called himself, Dracula. And had the Transylvania thing up. This clown telling the people he Dra for Dracula, short for Dracula. Like, boy, get up out of here. Straight up psychotic. And you know what's crazy about him saying that, right? This is what I mean by when these serial rapists and serial killers do these things. They have this game they play in their mind, that they have this secret decoding psychotic type thing that they only know about, that you investigating them got to break their codes. So he using all these things by which he created in his mind. Even when he introducing himself to women, like, hey, my name is Dra. They like, oh, hey, how you doing, Dra? He know what that really means. They don't know what that means. So it's like a mockery that he's using against them. Only he know the answer to, by which he is using as a means of this sick, twisted, psychotic game he's playing at the expense of actually hurting real women. Like, come on, man. What are you talking about? Talking about, oh, they said I was murdering people. Okay, let's go to the paperwork. Let's go to the paperwork. I'm not going to play with this clown. Okay, right here. Let's go to the paperwork. And let's go to the paperwork. Let's read what it says. And say we're going to let the paperwork explain. Talking about he not a murderer. Okay, let's Let's see if the paperwork agree with you. Okay, here we is. Here we go. Here's the paperwork. Let me take this off. Let's read what the paperwork says. This is what the paperwork says. On June 18, 2017, at approximately, I responded to 4865 Glenwood Road in reference to a person being stabbed. A person stabbed. A person was stabbed. Okay? A person was stabbed. A stab call. A person stab call. That's what they called. They called the police saying that a person just had been stabbed. That's what that says. Upon my arrival, this is the officer speaking. Upon my arrival, I observed the victim, Karen Hill, running across Swelling Drive, holding her right wrist. He slit her wrist. He slit her wrist, which was bleeding from the cut. Her wrist. Miss Hill was being followed by a witness, Michael Rucker, who was attempting to give Miss Hill a shirt to help stop the bleeding. That's how bad she was bleeding. Watch, it's going to go even more in detail. Mr. Rucker advised me that he did not know Miss Hill. However, he stopped to help her after he seen her get out of a black SUV that had stopped in the intersection of Swelling Drive and Glenwood Road. Mr. Rucker stated that Miss Hill got out of the vehicle screaming for help. Mr. Rucker stated that the vehicle turned left and went west towards Interstate 285. Mr. Rucker advised me that Miss Hill knocked on his neighbor's door located at 4875 Glenwood Road before running towards his house. So she knocking on anybody's door in the middle of the night, hoping somebody could answer. But hold on, how is she knocking on the door? Look what she's doing knocking on these doors. Miss Hill had blood all over her right hand, as well as her legs and her dress. This is how bad she was bleeding. She had blood all over her right hand, as well as her legs and her dress. That's how bad the blood was running. Even so much as the neighbor had to give her a shirt to wrap around her wrist because she was bleeding out. Miss Hill was yelling, "Help me, take me home." With a strong odor of alcohol. He took advantage of her because she was inebriated. Coming from her breath. Hold on. What are you talking about? Watch this. Miss Hill advised me that she was at 4019 Glenwood Road, Juicy Joint Lounge, with her ex-boyfriend and her sister prior to the incident. Miss Hill stated that she was drinking and having a good time when she met the suspect. Miss Hill advised me when she looked up, her sister and her ex-boyfriend was gone. At first, Miss Hill stated that she got into the suspect vehicle when he offered her a ride home. Then Miss Hill stated that she got into the suspect vehicle thinking that it was her sister's vehicle. Miss Hill advised me that while the suspect was driving, he asked her to suck his dick. And when she refused, the suspect told her, "Suck my dick or I'ma kill you. Suck my dick or I'ma kill you." Miss Hill advised me that the suspect grabbed her by the back of her head and attempted to force her to perform oral sex. Miss Hill advised that she stated to the suspect, "I don't care if the car is moving, I'll jump out." Miss Hill jumped out of the vehicle. Miss Hill stated that she doesn't not know at what point she was cut, because remember, her back is turning. She's reaching for the doorknob as she jumping out with her hand. He's trying to stop her, and he takes the object and slice her as she jumping out. And Miss Hill jumped out of the vehicle. Miss Hill stated that she did not know at what point she was cut and didn't see the knife or anything cutting her, but the EMS unit 68 responded to the scene and transported Miss Hill to DeKalb Medical Hospital, Hallandale, for her injuries. A bolo was put out in reference of the suspect, and I notified SVU Detective Evans, that's the black woman, Unit 960. Detective Evans responded on the scene and took over the investigation. That was the black woman. So it ain't us saying this, it's the paperwork saying it. So Jess, let me ask you a question as a woman. When he said to the woman who he don't know, who he just met, suck my dick or I'ma kill you. And according to her, here's another thing. Let me show y'all this. Because see, they just giving you summaries. But look right here. This is Karen Hill also. Look at what she said also. That happened. What he said to her. I just want to show y'all something right here. Look. Statement. This is the statement of Karen Hill, the woman who was stabbed by him. The statement of Karen Hill. This is her statement. There she go right there. This is her audio recording. It went to the jury joint. Look what it says. Sandra Elders, whoever she is, was maybe the witness to it. Okay, she said, it said, I'll take you where you, basically, whatever that's supposed to be. Change face, said, you are going to do what I say. Showed me a gun. You're going to do what I say. Showed me a gun. And also, she was stabbed. So, he tells her to suck my dick or I'm going to kill you and show her a gun. I got the gun. This ain't no game. She know it ain't a game because I don't know you. You don't know me. This ain't no game. I have no attachment to you whatsoever. You going to suck my dick or I'm going to kill you. Then when she took the opportunity, because she started doing it. See, that's another thing that you'll see. She started sucking his thing. Then he told her, now pull your panties down. He wanted to have sex with her. He wanted her to first suck his thing to get him hard so that he can then rape her. When she stopped sucking his thing, somehow this when she found the way to get out of this car when he wanted to have sex with her. Mm-hmm. In the process of her going for that doorknob and she found time and as she was getting out, he was tugging with her. Whatever he went to reach for, he slits her at the wrist. But she was so trying to get up out of there, she didn't even acknowledge it till she was out of there, that this man had just slit her wrist. What do you think he was going to do if he was able to keep her in that car, Jess, after stabbing her? What you think he was going to do, sis?
He's going to do what he wanted with her. And it sounds like statements of a murderer. Or I'm going to kill you. Yeah.
He ain't going to take her to the hospital. He ain't going to bandage her up.
No.
He already pulled the gun out on her. She already know his face. See, that's another thing.
He's not going to turn himself in because he goes takes her to the hospital. Then he ain't going to have to turn himself in.
And he raping these women without a mask on. So you got to think murderers. Look, he ain't got a mask on. So he's showing his bare face. They know how he look. Mm-hmm. This man ain't trying to rape these women to keep them alive when he's raping them with his bare face. They know exactly who he is.
Terrible.
Of course. That man ain't got the look. He ain't tell that woman I'm gonna kill you for nothing. He mean that. Because if she don't believe in truth, he got to set an example. Oh, you think this a joke? Come on, let's just be real. That man doing that's his full operation. And he's doing it over and over and over again. Come on now. He's sitting up here trying to be comfortable in the battle rap community, getting mad because, yeah, get mad. Stay mad. You supposed to be. You're not going to be comfortable here while I'm here. I bet you that. Okay? It's not going to happen, partner. You can put on the front for everybody else. You ain't finna fool me. You ain't tricking me. Shouts out to A-Dep. Shouts out to Dear Me Detroit and any other blogger in the community I don't know about that's covering this. He should not be comfortable in this community, laughing, joking, playing games,
right,
mocking everybody.
His story needs to be exposed because people not covering it makes him comfortable.
And what you think about that too, sis? So many bloggers in the community that know about this not covering it because of his popularity and status of who he is. But if it was a no-name, if it was a person they didn't like, they'll be covering this like it ain't nothing.
It shows you that there's cliques in the community. Everybody's clicked up.
Yeah, even to the point that they'll overlook something like this. But then you'll hear these same people on their platform try to act like they fathers, husbands, and advocates for unity and brotherhood and blackness. Like, get up out of here. Y'all giving this man the green light, who clearly in the community literally raped 4 black women. Literally 2 of the women jumping out of the car in fear for their life. Another woman stabbed. Like, what are you? Come on, what's going on here? And he's sitting up here. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
No, I said, but they can cover Jim's tweets. They can be like, "Oh, I'm not going to cover that because that's outside of battle rap." Okay, but Jim's tweets were outside of battle rap. He didn't do that on stage. He did it on his personal Twitter page, and you still covered that story, and you still considered him a threat and not a good representation of this community and should not be in the community. But then you have this case here. Go ahead.
No, but this ain't outside of battle rap when they say that statement, because this is the battle.
No, I'm just saying.
I know what they say, but what I'm saying is this is the God. They call him, this is the godfather of battle rap blogging. This is the first battle rap blogger to ever start blogging on battle rap. This is battle rap. Come on now. I don't know why they can't use that, even though they try to. They definitely try to. I've heard them say that. Oh, you know, this ain't about battle rap. Oh, I'm not finna pry into people's cases. No, y'all are cowards. That's what you are. Just admit you are a coward who ain't got the guts to confront a man who raped 4 black women. But just like this, the same thing Brother Polite just did. Matter of fact, my guy just told me today that just before Brother Polite just got sentenced for raping the young girl, that he was in a club ordering drinks, celebrating that the charges was dropped, only to then go in accepting the plea the next day for a 7-year prison sentence. This is the same thing Unbias doing. He came in telling people, oh, they dropped all my charges. It's dead docket. They ain't pursuing this no more. The DA don't even care about this. They told me when I left, Unbiased, have a nice day and just stay out of trouble. Oh, when I go back to court with my lawyers in February, they're going to drop the charges. Here we is almost in the damn middle of September. Now you fighting the case. Now you go from charges drop to we're going to beat this case. Now you got to go to trial. Get up out of here. But steady buying all this time because people not holding them accountable. Because again, like I said, man, these people fake. It is what it is. Again, it's effective where it count at, don't it, partner? Gosh. Anyway, man, it is what it is. Just wanted to show and expose you on that, bro. That's what it says, okay? You are a freaky, pathetic, weak, nasty dude. And you can't escape the justice of God. You can't escape it. So no matter how long you prolong, no matter how much you talk, you got 6 felony rapes at the age of 50. You already turned down your plea deal, so I already know how much time they offered you on that, seeing that they ain't dropped none of your charges, okay? That's why you feel you're going to take it to trial, because whatever they offered you was so much, you already know, like, hell, I'm good as dead, accepting that. So I might as well just go to trial. I know, boy, I know about the court system. You got 6 felony rapes. 6. You 50 years old. Your plea deal was 20 years or better. Your plea deal was 20 years or better, because there are different women that you are charged with rape with that they need to get justice for each one of those women individually. Your plea deal was over 20 years. I know it was. That's why you didn't accept it. That's why you want to take your chances with trial. Yeah. That's why you bald-headed in the middle of your damn head. Your damn head, George Jefferson, received. You stressed out. I mean, it is what it is. Anything else you want to say, sis, before we up out of here, man?
Subscribe to Battle Troop.
Oh my gosh, man. These people right here, man. That's crazy.
One thing I respect about Battle Truth, and I will say this. When I got locked up, he said I was guilty. When I was in jail a year, he said I was guilty. When I was in jail 2 years, he said I was guilty. When he heard I was coming out, he said I was guilty. When I got out, he said I was guilty. And even right now, he said he kept the same energy.